outside, the snow is falling down, and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk, and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. While we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. Love and so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
Ripon Rabbit Hole is a community-driven radio. At times the community comments may reveal prejudices and other beliefs that we or our sponsors do not condone. Views or opinions expressed by the community, callers, or guests are those of the individual speaking and do not represent the views or opinions of this site. Ripon Common Sense content is intended for mature audiences only. Enjoy.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign.
Let's do it. Good evening and welcome to a special edition of the Ripon Rabbit Hole live show. I'm your host, AJ, the Ripon Rabbit. Give yourselves a round of applause for being smart enough to be here. Tonight we dive deep down the rabbit hole of Handmade Christmas, a clever look at unique ideas of creativity that you can do that cost little to nothing at all, but are fun, easy to do, and most important, create memories that will last a lifetime. The greatest gift of all. With December 25th, Christmas Day, only 7 days away, you are now in the official Christmas crunch. And perhaps a few of these creative ideas could come in real handy over the course of the next week, as time between now and then is not going to go any slower. So buckle up your seatbelts, folks, because we're heading out to the workshop for a Handmade Christmas tonight, Friday, December 18th, 2020. Now, Christmas only comes once a year, and thank goodness we don't have to be out there fighting long lines in stores. In fact, who wants to be in Walmart, right? And Christmas shopping this year can't be the same as it's been in the past, and we all know why. But nevertheless, the gift-giving season is upon us in just less than 7 days. Not only will we receive, but we'll have to give. And perhaps a few extra remaining good people on your list you haven't had a chance to find that perfect something for. Maybe one of the ideas we discussed tonight might be just right. The rabbit hole of Christmas creativity goes deep, and we're going to go through it together tonight. But first, my top hat's off to you, 42 James, for being the first in the Christmas chat room tonight. Congratulations. My top hat's off to all of you for being smart enough to be here. Give yourselves that round of applause. Lobo, Ohio, great to see you. How did we get here? My Life DIY, Stober 51, JoJo's, Betty Wolf, David Vincent, and Sandy B. And my mouse, System Failure is there too, all the way up at the top. I have pinned something to the chat. If you're listening on Ripon Common Sense Radio, we have a chat room that's interactive with this broadcast taking place over at YouTube. So jump on over there and find us on YouTube under Ripon Rabbit Hole, and you can chat along too. And I have pinned at the top of the chat tonight that you cannot see if you're listening, to have scissors and paper ready for tonight. You want to have your paper and your scissors ready as we're going to do something fun. The Dark Wolf's Den show there tonight. CSFL champion in the house. Can you believe it? My goodness. I can tell you, we've been working on this show for a long time, and I'm so glad that we're now into the last 7 days of Christmas. And I can tell you, there was a story that caught my attention at Ripon Rabbit Hole today. Let's see if I can maneuver this right tonight. Oh my goodness, I forgot about something. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Is it working? Let's see. This was a story that appeared. Nope, apparently not. Hold on. Here we go. This is a story that appeared. It says, winner, this cookie recipe beat out nearly 400 others. And this woman has this incredible Christmas cookie recipe that beat out all of the others in the running. 400 cookies. Keep that in mind. Remember that number, 400 cookies, because it could be a lot. But nevertheless, we're going to discuss a lot of things tonight, including ideas and gifts and things that you can do. But we have to understand the psychology behind giving a gift in the first place. Now, I thought it'd be fun to start off with an activity. You know, something that you can do at home right now. Go ahead and grab some paper. This can be regular printer paper. This could be from a magazine, a newspaper. Heck, it could even be Christmas wrap. Just find some paper and grab some scissors. Go. I'm serious. Get moving. Get some paper. Grab a pair of scissors. Don't run. And if you do, make sure that you hold the scissors down towards the ground, the safety way. Again, you can use any paper. It doesn't matter the size. It could be big or small, but you're going to want to play along. When you do have your scissors and your paper in hand, put a 1 in the chat room, and I'll wait. I'll give you a few moments to gather the supplies for what we're about to do. This is really cool. Make sure that you get enough paper for everyone in the room that's listening. You don't want to do this by yourself. If you're with others, they can do this too. They can share the scissors with you, but have enough paper for everyone. This is the kind of unexpected, common sense fun we have here at the Ripon Rabbit Hole. I can only imagine those of you scampering around trying to find, where did you put the scissors? Make sure you let me know by putting a 1 in the chat when you've got everything you need to get started on our first activity of the night. I see Stober 51 is ready. Sandy B is ready. Oh my goodness. Jennifer Richardson is ready. JoJo's is ready. You can have anything you want. My life is ready. I've got a piece of paper here. It's just regular printer paper. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take whatever paper you have and make it into a square, okay? The easiest way for me to do this is to make the fold on the paper, just like this, right? And then use my scissors to cut off that edge, which is going to give me a perfect square. Okay, so go ahead and whatever paper you have, turn into a square. Okay, now my instruction here is actually complete for the most part, because then you want to turn that square into a triangle. Okay, just like this. And again, if you tore out a piece of magazine, it doesn't matter what you do. You want to fold that triangle in half, okay? One more time, just like this, right? Then, this is the hard part. This is the part everybody forgets. Nobody remembers this. You have to remember this, right? You have to fold from the inside to create two obtuse, is that what they're called? Obtuse triangles, if I remember that right. Just like this. Okay, so you're going to get the basis or the start of a paper airplane, right? Now, if you're following along, hopefully you're doing this right. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Now, see that line right there where those extra triangles are? Use your scissors to cut that off and make that flat, okay? Just like that. So now you're holding on to this little triangle, okay? Now you can cut, according to the rules, anywhere in here, in here, in here, in here, in here. You can cut whatever design you wish. Okay, and that's what I want you to do now. I want you to go ahead and start to make whatever cuts you feel are appropriate. I'm going to go ahead and do the same. Just go ahead and make whatever cuts on those edges that make you feel happy, or hoppy, as we say here at the Ripon Rabbit Hole. Just make whatever design you want and cut out those edges. Who cares if you make a mess, right? We're having fun. We're getting Christmas ready. Be as creative as you want. Just cut crazy. Cut crazy designs. Slits are always easy and good. Slits. Don't cut all the way through. And don't finish cutting until the music is done. Okay? Oh, I'm going to put a pyramid in this one. There we go. Isn't this fun? It's just fun, especially with the music. All right, let's match that pyramid. Here we go, coming to an end. Get ready to stop cutting. Wow, we made a mess, and that's so cool. All right, here it is. Folks, the big reveal. Go ahead and start to unfold your snowflake and take a look at what you've got, right? Now, if anyone has a snowflake like this, I will be incredibly impressed, right? There we go. We just made a unique artistic design in a matter of moments. And it was so much fun because we got to use the actual music as we started folding, and you can go back at the end of the broadcast. You can watch this again and again, and you can make snowflake after snowflake after snowflake. I got to tell you, no two that you ever make will ever be the same, like a fingerprint. It's incredible. Please make sure to take a photograph of your snowflake and email it to riponrabbithole@gmail.com. I'm going to share all of your snowflakes tomorrow night in the White Elephant Show. So please, if you're listening on demand after this broadcast and before tomorrow night's broadcast, which is Saturday, tomorrow night, Saturday, December 19th, please make your snowflake and send me a picture of your unique design. As we know, like fingerprints, no two snowflakes are exactly alike. Hopefully that exercise got you a little bit in the Christmas spirit. Hopefully so, because that's what this show is about, getting you into the spirit of handmade Christmas. And there is no better gift than a gift that was made with your own hands and heart. But how do we know the gift we're giving is actually a good one?
Recall a time when you gave someone a really good gift. That time you got the gift just right. If you were to think about that memory and try to explain what made your gift a good one, what would you say? Was it something about what you gave? Something about the way you gave it? Even though we all have practice doing the kinds of actions we call giving a gift, we have a hard time explaining what makes some of these go well, what makes some of them good ones, while others of them just fall flat or are in some other way bad.
Even if it's handmade, there are times when some gifts just come off bad. They just don't seem right. Put a 1 in the chat room if you've ever given a bad gift. The kind that when you give it to the person, their excitement over the wrapped package is far greater than what's actually inside. Handmade or not, put a 1 in the chat room if you've experienced that. Put a 2 in the chat room if you've actually been on the receiving ends of one of those gifts where you know somebody put a lot of time and effort into this gift, but it just isn't setting your world on fire. Put a 2 if you've been in that position. And put a 3 in the chat room if you're a combination of both. You've both given a bad gift and you've received a bad gift too. Put a 3.
I think we can make some progress understanding our gift-giving actions. We might start by noticing that there's a rather natural way of breaking up the gift action into 3 moments.
Now, these are important steps and understandings to know, especially Lobo, Ohio, and Garden Soldier, and JoJo's, who are 1s. Nikki Rabbit's a 4. Sandy B is a 3. CSFL Champion is a 3. My Life DIY is a 3. Michael Fontaine is a 3. Now, Stober 51 is a 1, 2, and a 3. Okay, given a bad gift and gotten a bad gift, those are 2 completely different things. But Lobo, Ohio understands, what that is. And so does Garden Soldier. And so does JoJo's. And so does myself. I put myself in that category. Betty Wolf with a 3 outside of that category, of course. But let's analyze these 3 important gift-giving moments.
The first moment of the gift begins with the giver's thinking about what to give. We might call this the giver's intentions.
So this giver's intention, if you will, comes up at the moment that you're trying to figure out, what do I want to get for this person? What do I want to give this person? Around this time of holiday crunch, this is when just random things come into mind, and they don't really fit the intention. So it's very important that the giver pay attention to the intention in the process of giving it. What is the intention of giving a gift to this person?
The second moment of the gift is the gift object, the thing the giver decides to give and pass to the receiver.
I've been there. I've been this time of year, almost without fail, although I feel like this year it's going to be a little different. Usually This is the 7-day countdown. This is where I go stand in aisles in department stores and I look at just objects without any particular meaning. I guess I'm looking for that magic moment where some unique object, which there aren't any, just jumps off the shelf and says, neon sign, pick me, pick me. The perfect gift is never there. And what ends up becoming the intention of the gift-giving season is an obligation. And an obligation should never be an intention. Put a 1 in the chat room if you agree.
The third moment of giving is the effect the gift has on the receiver.
And this is great advice from Jennifer Roth, who really shares these 3-point insights here. The effect that the gift is going to have is sometimes more important than the intention or the object itself.
We can approach these 3 moments in a couple of different ways. We might treat them as 3 separate pieces of action, or we could alternatively approach them as a unified action, one single action. In our common sense, everyday way of talking about gifts, I think we go with the separate as opposed to the unified approach.
Now, the unified approach is systematical, right? Sandy B with a 1, Stober 51 with a 1. Nikki Rabbit says, the world in itself has the intent. Wise words, Nikki. My Life DIY with a 1, Michael Fontaine with a 1. Sandy B says, some give whatever because of the time running out. That's an important statement.
To see this, I want to take us through a few familiar examples of gift giving to focus on the 3 moments: intention, object, and effect, one moment at a time. Suppose, for example, I have a friend, Sarah. Her birthday's coming up and I'd like to get her a gift. I ask another friend, Kate, for her advice about what to give Sarah. Kate says to me,
and JoJo's with a 1 too. Again, a lot of 1s across the board.
just give her something that shows you're thinking of her. It's the thought that counts.
Now, we've all heard this line. It's a very famous line. It's the thought that counts. But is it true? Is it true that it's just the thought that counts? Put a 1 in the chat room if you believe this to be true, that the thought of the gift is what counts, and that's the case all the time. Or maybe you think it's not always the thought that counts. Put a 2. There's more to giving gifts than just the thought. 2. And put a 3 in the chat room if this dilemma is exactly why you don't give gifts anymore. And I call it a dilemma simply because you understand, if you're a 3, what I'm talking about, right? That frustration that you go through. Dark Wolf's Den with a 1. Nikki Rabbit with a 2 saying more than thought actually counts. I have to agree with that. Stober 51 with a 1, 2, and a 3. Lobo, Ohio with a 1. Sandy B with a 2. Betty Wolf with a 2. My Life DIY with a 2. More than the thought counts, right? So that's a false pretense to, it's the thought that counts. That's like the hokey get out of jail free card when your gift goes bad.
It's the thought that counts as a way of saying that giving a good gift depends upon the first of the 3 moments of giving, on the giver's intention. This advice insists that if the giver means well, if she's thoughtful, then we'll have a good gift. This advice works sometimes, but it doesn't always work. Good intentions don't guarantee that the gift will be good.
There is another very famous phrase that says the path to hell is paved with good intentions. And there is some truth in this when it comes to gift giving, especially handmade Christmas gifts.
For example, suppose Sarah and I are longtime friends. I search my memory and find a hilarious but scandalous trip that she and I took to New Orleans, and I think of just the thing to reference that trip in all its glory. Now, if I give this gift, the scandalous gift, I will have, from a certain point of view, been very thoughtful. I thought about our relationship and I intended my gift as a unique way to speak to us. But if I give this gift to Sarah at her birthday party in front of, say, her grandmother, this is not a good gift. It's the wrong object to give on that occasion, and the effect on the receiver, the look of horror on Sarah's face when she opens that gift, is not the desired effect.
And sometimes the desired effect actually comes quite simply when you keep it simple. KISS, K-I-S-S, keep it simple, stupid. And when it comes to, making or creating or giving gifts, we should think about the KISS philosophy. Keep it simple, unless your intention is to be very elaborate in the creation of your handmade gift, especially. Your handmade gifts can be kept simple for certain people and become very elaborate for others.
So with this example, we've done right by one moment of the gift. The intention has gone pretty well, but we've failed with object and effect, and overall, this is a bad gift. So Kate and I go back to the drawing board. This time, Kate tries on a different kind of advice, focusing on the object to give Sarah for her birthday. She says, just give her something nice. It'll be great.
Speaking of KISS, this philosophy is the kiss of death. Unless you really know the person, it could be very challenging to give the nice gift. Sometimes it goes back to the other kiss and just keep it simple.
Now, I know Sarah's a busy woman, under a lot of pressure, and so I decide to get her a pampering sort of gift, a spa day booked with relaxing treatments. This sounds like a nice gift, we might agree, and as an added bonus, this is a gift it's appropriate to give at a birthday party in front of Grandma. But we have a problem. Even though Kate's advice picks out something that sounds like a good gift object, we aren't safe in expecting to give a good gift of this object to Sarah. Why? Because Sarah's just one of those people who doesn't like being touched by strangers. She doesn't enjoy massages, pedicures, or anything like that. She must have mentioned this to me 1,000 times, so as her friend, I should know this. So this time, I've done something right with the second moment of giving, but I've failed with the first. I haven't been particularly thoughtful, and I've failed with the third. This is not a gift that Sarah will enjoy. Again, a bad gift.
And sometimes I can get so caught up and so wrapped up in trying to, really give a thoughtful, good intention gift that I forget about what's going to cause that bad moment, like in this example of Sarah. And it's easy to do. You can get so excited about a gift because your excitement, and you see their excitement in your mind's eye, and you think, oh, they're going to love this. They're going to absolutely love this gift. And it turns out that you're blinded by the obvious, and sometimes can't see the obvious because you're so infatuated with the idea and the intention of the object that you end up giving.
We've got one more to try out. If we can't secure the good gift with only the good intentions of the giver, and we can't secure it with only the good gift object, can we guarantee that the gift will be good by focusing only on the third moment of giving, on having the right effect on the receiver?
Now, the receiver, if it's your loved ones, as Stober 51 points out, appreciate one of three things: little gifts, praise and recognition or affection. Rarely do they get all three at once, making all three a fantastic gift. Stober 51, top hats off to you. You're right. Bud Vega says, my mom made wine jelly for her friends. I love that. Wine jelly. Yum.
Kate says to me, forget the advice I gave you before. Just give Sarah something she'll like. I think this sounds really promising to me, and now I've really got it. Sarah loves dogs. I'll get her a puppy. I give this gift and her face lights up. I can tell that holding that puppy is just making her happy.
Wrong. 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 Puppies are not gifts.
The desired effect on the receiver is achieved. But here again, we have a problem. With Sarah's busy work and travel schedule, everyone knows she's in no position to take good care of a dog. We might imagine the puppy's entrance at the birthday party prompting a collective look of, what was she thinking, directed right at me. This lets me know that I've failed to be thoughtful in the right way, and I've failed to select a good gift object for Sarah. So here again, we have success at one of the three moments, but failure at the other two, and overall, a bad gift.
Oh, yes, even gifts have consequences. And I think back to the time my mother always used to warn me about April Fool's Day. Be very careful in pulling an April Fool's prank today, because your intentions could have consequences, as the case is with this idea of a gift of a puppy. Oh, yeah, it's great. Again, goes back to that mind's eye vision that your intention kind of sells you into or persuades you into. This is the perfect gift to give. And that persuasion versus reality is a stark contrast sometimes.
It turns out that none of the three moments of giving can all by itself secure the good gift. That is, neither the good intentions of the giver, nor the good gift object, nor the good effect on the receiver can alone guarantee that the gift will be good.
Now, I like the idea of a horse, okay, but Sandy B says never pets. Bud Vega says horses are not pets, right? So you can give the gift of a horse. I'd like a puppy, Mr. Rabbit, says Nikki Rabbit. Come on, don't do that. Maybe a feathered friend, not a furry friend. We've done that. Maybe another feathered friend, perhaps. I don't know. But animals are off the list. You cannot do, pets are not gifts. There should be a process. When we brought our feathered friends into the house, we went together, we looked at these things, and we made a decision on what we're going to bring into our life. And believe it or not, even a little bit of a bird is a tremendous amount of responsibility. When we go away, we have to find somebody to watch the bird. We have to find somebody to take care of it. And of course, that's a very small, lightweight pet. So pets are off the list. CSFL Champion says, at Nikki Rabbit, maybe at the White Elephant tomorrow, there could be a feathered friend. We'll see.
What we need to do is change our way of approaching the three moments of giving. Instead of treating the three as three separate pieces of action, we need to bring the three together and think of them as a single, unified action. Giving a good gift is a unity among intention, object, and effect. Making the shift to the unified approach has two consequences for how we think about good giving. First, the unified approach insists that giving a good gift depends on not just one moment of the gift, or even two, but on all three. A second consequence is this. The unified approach insists that if we're thinking in the right way about any one of the three moments of giving, we'll be immediately pulled to thinking about the other two. That is, giving a good gift is the kind of action in which each of its moments already includes the other two. Consider this example. Sarah and I have often met for tea, at her place or mine, to catch up over a good conversation. Last week, her teapot broke. I decide that a new teapot is just the thing to give Sarah for her birthday, just the thing to let her know that I hope our friendly tradition continues. I give the gift, and she's touched by it. Here, finally, I've got it right. This is a good gift. I've hit all three marks: intention, object, effect. And importantly, I haven't hit these as three separate marks. It isn't that I had some thought about what to give, and separately a teapot would be a good gift, and separately something happened to my friend who was happy. Rather, the intention that I had already had a sense of what object would mark it and already aimed at the effect on my friend. The object I gave Sarah is already an object flowing from my intention, as that intention aims at Sarah's enjoyment. And the effect that I hope to have on my friend is already from the start an effect I'm aiming at with my intention and with the object I give. We can make progress in understanding our giving actions and what makes some of them good simply by bringing these three moments together. Giving a gift is a unified action. So, it turns out that giving a good gift isn't especially difficult to do. If we've been getting it wrong up to now, that's mostly because we've been thinking about it in the wrong way, using what we know in fragments. We can steer toward new and fond moments of giving if we can only bring those fragments together into a unity. We can do better. We can give good gifts simply by approaching giving as a unity among intention, object, and effect.
Excellent advice from Jennifer Rothschild, who gives us an insight into how to give a gift. Now, just 7 days away until Christmas is here. And understanding these concepts can help take the stress out of an already stressful situation. We can explore the ways that we can have fun, creating gifts that will last a lifetime. A lifetime memory is the greatest gift you can give. Put a 1 in the chat room if you agree. A lifetime memory is the greatest gift you can give. Put a 2 in the chat room if a lifetime memory was the greatest gift you've ever received. And put a 3 if it's a combination of both. For me, it's a 3. I love giving lifetime memories, but I love getting them, and I've gotten quite a few. 3 from Stover 51, 1 from Bud Vegas. My Life DIY says, I would never give an animal as a gift unless it's for my kids or a gift for myself. But if anyone wants to give one for a gift, she'd love it. CSFL champion with 1s across the board. Bud Vegas with a 2. Received the greatest gift ever. A lifetime memory. I would love to hear, Bud Vegas, what that is. My Life DIY with a 3, Sandy B with a 3, Bud Vegas with a 3, Garden Soldier with a 3, JoJo's with a 3. 3s across the board. Let's give them and let's receive them. Lifetime memories. Wow. Can you believe it? It's almost Christmas. 7 days away. There is a lot more rabbit hole to explore as we dive through Handmade Christmas. We've come to the bottom of the first part of the program. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back after this quick message. Stick around. Don't touch that dial. Coming up, low-cost handmade gift ideas you can accomplish. You're listening to Ripon Common Sense Radio, the Ripon Rabbit Hole. Happy holidays, everyone. Are you enjoying the program tonight so far? I know I am. If you've enjoyed this look at Handmade Christmas so far and you haven't done so already, please make sure to thumb up that video, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. You'll get our notifications every time we go live. I'll be back again tomorrow night, Saturday, December 19th, for the annual White Elephant Christmas Show and Ripon Rabbit's Holiday Party, a fun had to be timed by all. Join us in a very unique presentation of the White Elephant game. You won't want to miss it. Starts at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10/9 Central, Saturday, December 19th. Then we'll end out the weekend right Sunday, December 20th, with Wish Upon a Star. Make a wish with us upon a star with a special guest. Santa Claus will be here. That's right, the man in the red suit. I have connections. He's going to be here and perhaps even answer your calls on air with Santa Claus. The man in the red suit, my special guest to end out the weekend right just before Christmas. We've done something special with our website this year, riponrabbithole.com. You can visit from this point forward any point in the day from now through Christmas and hear some of the greatest Christmas songs ever, from the traditional classics to modern hip-hop versions of some of those classics, to just really feel good and get in the mood Christmas music. Visit us at riponrabbithole.com. Find our Ripon Common Sense radio player, hit play, and if we're not live, you're going to hear nothing but Christmas music from now through Christmas. Happy holidays from the very best of Common Sense Radio, the riponrabbithole.com. If you find yourself looking for a little bit of Christmas spirit, you cannot go wrong. This collection of Christmas music that we're broadcasting 24/7 from now through Christmas will definitely help you get in the mood as you handcraft your concepts for Christmas. You can turn it on and just let it play all day. Our gift to you. We'll return now to Handmade Christmas, Friday, December 18th, 2020. You're listening to the very best of Common Sense Radio, the Ripon Rabbit Hole. The countdown is underway, just 7 days away from Christmas. Mark your calendars. Before you know it, we'll be waking up Christmas morning and unwrapping the gifts under the tree. But what about that hard-to-find gift? What about that special person that still you have not figured out exactly what to give? Well, perhaps this show and the rest of the time that we spend together will help give you some ideas, unlock a little bit of creativity that perhaps could cause a lifetime memory underneath that tree this year for some special person in your life. Make sure that you enjoy the days ahead. You don't need to be out in the stores and battling the crowds, if there are any, because the solutions we will offer you for a stress-free Christmas are definitely something worth exploring, especially on a budget, especially in a time crunch with only 7 days away. What gifts could you give?
Christmas comes but once a year, and when it comes, it brings good cheer. And what better than to make your own decorations and gifts? Children as well as adults can get involved in creating new homemade Christmas decorations and gifts, and the decorations could probably end up as family heirlooms. Not to mention the fun involved for everyone in the days leading up to Christmas.
The key to creating your own gifts is fun. If you're not going to have fun making something for somebody, then don't do it. If you're not going to put love into it, then don't make your own gifts.
Homemade Christmas decorations. Making your own Christmas decorations can be fun, not just for you, but for the kids too. With all the stresses involved in shopping, dinner planning, parties, and school plays, making your own decorations can relieve that stress and help you save lots of money. It also allows you and everyone involved to be creative, and you may even start a new family tradition that will be enjoyed for years to come.
Now, I've had the pleasure of being on one of our guests' mail list for his personal Christmas cards every year. About 6 months ago, we interviewed Mark Sedicati, and I have received some of the most brilliant Christmas cards from Mark over the years. And he hand makes every one of them. And he does about 200 a year. And each one has a puzzle or a unique game or some sort of an illusion attached to it. And if you heard that broadcast, you understand the mind that puts out these Christmas cards. But it's a highlight of my season. I look forward to it. I say to Nikki all the time, I wonder when Mark is, his card's going to arrive. And every time I ask him ahead of time, have you got an idea? Are you ready? Are you working on your Christmas cards? And oh, yes, he is. So I can't wait to see exactly what he puts out. In fact, in the Fantastic Fun Show for December, the snowbird question was an idea that actually came from one of Mark's cards. And I spoke with CSFL champion after the show, and I said, now, how was it that you got that snowbird question? Because I knew this was, there's no way. It's not even out on the internet anywhere. And he said, you know what? My head was turned to the side, and I realized that Snowbird was a cat. And bingo, bango, you flip the image upside down, and Snowbird cannot fly to the nest because he is a cat. But again, Mark Sedicati puts so much thought, so much preparation into all of his Christmas cards. It's truly remarkable to receive them, and I can only imagine the feeling he gets to give them.
Advent calendars. Make your own advent calendar using felt as pockets and fill each pocket with candy. You will find templates if you do a search on the internet, or you can purchase a kit at your local craft store or from Amazon.com. One of the things you can do is take some plain colored glass balls and use some spray glue to sprinkle on some glitter, jewels, buttons, or sequins. These supplies are readily available at craft supply stores. While you're there, you should pick up some ribbon, stickers, felt, yarn, and fabric scraps as well, so that you have plenty of different options for decorating with. Materials such as felt, fabric scraps, or ribbons could be used to cut out special shapes such as hearts or stars, and then glued onto the glass balls. You could also cut out some Christmas pictures from magazines or old Christmas cards and use them to make some beautiful papier-mâché ornaments.
Now, if you're going to take the time to make your own Christmas ornaments and then give them away as a gift, don't do this by yourself. No, recruit your friends, recruit your kids, recruit your family, get other people involved. Put on that Ripon Rabbit Hole music collection that we've got now through Christmas, streaming on our radio, and just have fun with it. Have a good time.
Get the kids involved in making things. You can find ornament decorating kits at craft stores, and they allow you to cut out shapes and then paint or color them. You can also make decorations with ordinary construction paper, a little bit of glue and glitter, crayons, or paints. You should have everyone put their name on whatever they create.
Now, since you cannot get to one of these craft stores readily today with the capacities and all the nonsense, you can repurpose the ornaments that you have. Grab a couple of those balls off the tree and repurpose and redecorate and recreate a gift that's handmade that will last a lifetime, at least as long as the memory.
Because it will make for wonderful memories in years to come.
And why is it important? Because of lifetime memories.
There are other things you may find lying around the house that you can use as well. These could be things like, old small toys that you can tie ribbon to and hang on the tree. Or you may have some old jewelry, marbles, or maybe some colorful rocks. A large number of families have small Christmas signs or pictures throughout their home during the festive season. The signs and pictures often state a Christmas message or have a picture of Santa. Your children could easily make their own paintings or drawings, often with the supplies that can already be found inside your home. Your child's picture would likely look great on your refrigerator, or you could even frame the picture and hang it up somewhere else inside your home.
Just like the on-air activity that we did tonight, making a snowflake. You can frame and mat these. They make awesome gifts. And no two snowflake will ever be the same.
This type of Christmas decoration craft project is ideal for children of any age.
And while they're busy cutting snowflakes, be making some food.
Food can be used to make ornaments such as popcorn string, which is always a great hit. Gingerbread is also a traditional Christmas item in the form of gingerbread men or a gingerbread house. Kids will love to help decorate these with different types of candy, sprinkles, and icing.
Now, I can tell you today, throughout my house, there was this wonderful smell, one that I couldn't truly identify. And then Nikki Rabbit came into the office and she said, "Come here." And when I went to the stove, this is what I saw. Now, these aren't gingerbread, but you can tell the love that was put into this gift. We're going to have a dinner party tomorrow, and this is going to be given to our guests. And this is the most wonderful puff pastry design and dessert. So top hats off to you, Nikki Rabbit, for a great suggestion.
When making gingerbread men, be sure to make a hole at the top before you bake them so that you can run some ribbon through them to hang onto the Christmas tree. Oh, another fun Christmas decoration that your children could do is make a centerpiece for your dining room table to be used during Christmas dinner. You can do this by purchasing artificial flowers, a large bowl or vase, as well as other decorative items. If you have access to pine cones, you could spray them with silver or gold paint and display them on your tree or use in a basket or table centerpiece.
Table centerpieces are absolutely wonderful. They're something that you can easily create as well. We have a friend, Judy, who sent us this just before Thanksgiving, and it's been on our table. Talk about lifetime memory gift. You will never forget this gift. And of course, Nikki Rabbit has done such a wonderful job of changing it from Thanksgiving into Christmas with a little bit of leftover branches from our tree. And now it adorns the center of our table, and it's going to be the highlight of our dinner party tomorrow night. It's a wonderful, thoughtful gift. Thank you so much, Judy. I'm going to tell you where and how to find the instructions for this coming up before the end of the show.
Gift baskets. Gift baskets are probably one of the most favorite gifts to give, simply because they are not only fun to make, but they're also fun to receive. Just the thought of receiving a bunch of different small things, or a lot of one single thing, is enough to make anyone happy. If you have trouble deciding what to put in the gift basket, here are some ideas. Breads. All sorts of people love a variety of breads, and there are many types of holiday breads that you can fill your gift basket with, such as pumpkin or spice. You could fill the rest of the basket to the brim with other types of gifts. Stocking stuffers. This is where small stocking stuffer gifts come in. Even though you may have the majority of the gift basket filled with breads, the kind to eat and enjoy, you may be left with a pretty empty void for all of the spaces in between. Stocking stuffers, like lottery tickets, playing cards, pens, pencils, other stationery gifts, they're all perfect to put in your gift basket alongside the breads that have already been made. Of course now, there are many other choices that one has when creating their own gift basket, and they're certainly not limited to stocking stuffers and breads. However, these suggestions definitely are some of the better ones for your Christmas gift basket. But, on the other hand, you may also have other ideas for your friend or family member that you're buying for. If that's the case, then one is always free to purchase a whole variety of other small gifts and then put those in their gift baskets instead. But just remember that stocking stuffers and loaves of bread will usually always be well received as holiday gift baskets.
These are a great idea. You can whip up a gift basket very easily and very quickly, very cost effective these days. And of course, it doesn't just have to be breads. You can do cookies. Of course, Christmas cookie baskets are awesome.
The outside wrapping of the gift basket is just the start because there are so many other things that one can do in order to make the outside look pretty and creative. For example, curling ribbons and taping them on the outside of the cellophane paper or other outer wrapping will add a creative and beautiful decoration. And there are plenty of seasonal ribbons which you can choose from.
And we remember that keep it simple, stupid rule that we talked about in the first part of the show. And a snowflake, guys, or a few snowflakes tied in ribbons on the cellophane of a cookie or candy or bread basket. These are excellent lifelong memory gifts.
The top of the gift basket will more than likely need to be tied somehow, and this is where some other use of the ribbon can be used. One suggestion is that you simply tie a small bow around the top of the cellophane or other wrapping paper of the basket. But another interesting thing to do would be to make the ribbon a very long one, which you could wrap multiple times around the base. For the finishing touch, add your own homemade gift.
Again, your homemade gift could be anything, from your own homemade Christmas card to your own homemade batch of cookies to your own homemade snowflake. Literally, your homemade gift or handmade gift can be anything. Anything that your creativity and your resources will allow.
Find a recipe, for example, cookies, and measure out and place all of the dry ingredients into a Ziploc bag or into separate bags. Then write on a small card the wet ingredients that need to be added and the instructions for mixing and baking. Just the box itself is a lovely little gift to make, as it can be used for other things by the recipient afterwards, like storing jewelry or knickknacks, and makes this gift very personal.
Now, I love personalized gifts, and with the internet today, you can do a lot of personalization and customization, but not like you can if you think old school about the cut and paste. Not the cut and paste with Control-C and Control-V, but the actual cut and paste. You can do so much by cutting and pasting and really having fun with images and pictures. And of course, if you're a digital artist and you use Photoshop, you can have a lot of fun by printing things to scale, things that are very personalized. I have a tradition that once a year, one person who's very special to me in my life will receive a custom-made gift. For example, Nikki Rabbit has been the recipient of most of those gifts over the years. This is one of those examples. I went to Target. I was able to get a simple memory game. In this case, it was a Disney princess memory game. And then using photos, using things that I had, I cut and I pasted a game cover for this memory game. And thanks to my work in digital photography in Photoshop, I was able to replicate an entirely new cover that was specific and personalized to her. And then I did the due diligence, and I didn't keep this one simple, of making a custom picture and a back design for every one of the cards. And I carefully pushed the pieces out of their flashing. I attached my, individual matching game pieces, and I made this Making Memories matching game customized to the relationship that I have with Nikki Rabbit. And it's one of those lifetime memory gifts. And of course, I can tell you, I was working right up until the moment before we had to open presents on this gift. This gift took a long time. So when we talked earlier about keep it simple, you want to make sure that you can do things that are within your capability by the time the gift has to be opened. But I knew this in advance. So I got one of these Michaels boxes because you want to make a good presentation of the handmade gift that you spent so much time on. And I got one of these magnet style boxes from Michaels. And what that allowed me to do, this is one of Santa's secrets, was it allowed me to wrap up a gift under the tree that was weighted to what I anticipated the final version of this memory matching game would be, which added to the expectation that there was gifts under the tree. But secretly, when I was finished, I was able to sneak under the tree, grab the gift, remove my weight, and replace it with the actual finalized product. And on Christmas Eve, when the gifts got opened, nobody was the wiser that was literally loaded into the box moments before the gift opening began. And you would never know this. You would not understand by looking at this gift. It was a wrapped Christmas gift with a bow and everything. And only I knew that if you removed the bow, that you could secretly unhinge the magnets and have access within this gift. That was one of my best ideas. Again, think about the intention. Think about that motivation behind what's driving your handmade gifts. And if you want to spend a lot of time doing something eccentric and creative like this, be prepared for it to take some time. This is not one of those rush type projects that you want to do 7 days before the gift opening. So keep it simple, at least until you have time to prepare. Now, that's not to say that it can't be done, especially if you do not have the Photoshop skills that allow you to alter digitally the photos. You can think about scale. You can think about repurposing a memory box and the pieces, and you can do this without any advanced Photoshop skills, with traditional scrapbooking skills. And a wonderful gift, again, very personalized, but very time consuming. You really have to think things out. I had to take the game pieces, figure out how many matching pairs there were, and then find the photos that would go on each piece. I mean, this was a time consuming project. This took a long time, hence the reason why I created a magic way to have the gift sit there underneath the Christmas tree. Now imagine her surprise when that particular gift, which was put there a month ahead, imagine that surprise when she opened that gift. I can tell you that was a lifetime memory, one that perhaps should have been kept simple.
Cookie tray. Many of those who make holiday gifts from their own kitchen truly enjoy providing others with a selection of their own family recipes, adding a special personal touch to the gift, expanding one's culinary horizons, and producing taste treats that will surprise and delight recipients can really produce a truly unforgettable holiday gift. So, what can you fill your holiday gift trays with? There are, of course, the old favorites like frosted and decorated simple sugar cookies, gingerbread men, and fudge. The recipient will greet any of these traditional holiday confections with a smile. By finding recipes for interesting holiday confections and cookies, you could create a truly spectacular holiday gift basket or cookie tray that will long be remembered. You can mix and match recipes to build a colorful and tasty variety of treats. Exposing gift recipients to an interesting array of new taste will not only provide them with a great gift, it will also show them that a great deal of thought and consideration was put into their treats. Consider making cookies that are popular in different regions of the world for an internationally themed tray. Several treats can be produced themed on a single ingredient to display the many ways a particular flavor can be used in cooking. You can opt to simply create a smorgasbord of, awesome cookies designed to delight all of the senses without centering on a particular theme. I mean, the options are really unlimited.
What person in their right mind doesn't like a tray of Christmas cookies, the ultimate gift? Easy to do, requires no skill, and costs very little. And of course, if you make those cookies with love in your heart, you can't go wrong. But you could get a little bit more elaborate, especially in 7 days, and you could even focus on one of those things they call the gingerbread house.
Gingerbread house. Making a gingerbread house for a family member or friend, especially if they have children, is a wonderful gift to create. The house can be decorated with different types of candy, sprinkles, and icing, and the house itself can be filled with candy bars before placing on the roof. Mount your gingerbread house onto a cake board with icing, pasting extra icing on the rest of the board, making it look like snow in the garden. Add little figurines of snowmen, penguins, or a Santa. These items can be bought from a cake decorating store or your local supermarket. Wrap your gift with cellophane and then tie with a festive bow. Children love gingerbread homes and will have great fun demolishing them and eating the candy as a Christmas Eve treat. You can easily transform your kitchen and cooking skills into a home-based gift factory that produces fantastic presents for everyone. Unforgettable holiday treats can add enjoyment to anyone's holidays and are far less expensive to produce than searching the aisles of retail stores for a series of drab gifts. All you need to transform your home into a spectacular holiday gift factory is a little bit of time and a great collection of holiday recipes.
So get cooking and get planning. You've got 7 days to come up with the most fantastic handmade gifts you could possibly consider giving anyone this Christmas. Putting a little bit of thought behind what you do this holiday season could mean more to anyone than any gift you could buy. Put a 1 in the chat room if you agree. You feel that giving a gift, such as a handmade gift from the heart, whether it's a cookie or an ornament or a game or something that you decided to create, a unique snowflake, your own individual fingerprint on the gifts that you give. Put a 1 in the chat room if you agree that's the best type of gift you can give. And there's so many ways to express your creativity, so many ways to focus on your intention and your object and the reason behind your gift. Because sometimes memories are the only things we have to hold on to. Stober 51 with a 1. Alvi Otter with a 1. Lobo, Ohio with a 1. Sandy B with a 1. My Life DIY with a 1. Stober 51 says, will they eat it after My Life? Question mark? I don't know. David Vincent with a 1. Nikki Rabbit says, we have too many snowflakes. Just saying. Hint, hint. Nod, nod. Know what I mean. Know what I mean. Garden Soldier with a 1. JoJo's with a 1. And darling Nikki Rabbit with a 1. Oh, I love her. I love her so much. Jennifer Richardson with a 1. CSFL champion 1.1 on the Richter scale. That's pretty high. I hope you took a little bit of something away from tonight. And again, we talked about a lot of great ideas, very simple, easy things for you to do. And I have assembled all of my research and all of the notes for tonight's show, along with additional audio and ideas for Christmas wreaths, candles, so much more. I put into perspective a little bit more on the cornucopia, the centerpiece, and the recipe that actually came together. I've assembled it together along with my notes and my thoughts on the memory matchmaking game. I've also included 400 cookie recipes of my top favorite recipes ever. So if you're trying to figure out what cookies to bake, let me provide you a complete list of the 400 most favorite holiday cookies of my taste buds. And I've got very picky taste buds because I like over 400 Christmas cookies. I've assembled all of that into a unique package that's available through our brand new shop that we're launching this evening. It's a store. It's our gift shop. Because heck, we got to try to make money somehow. I'm not going to charge anything for this tonight. In fact, I'm going to give you a promo code that is good throughout the rest of this weekend that will allow you to download that cornucopia recipe, to get the additional notes, to see the ebook and the 400 cookies that we talked about. You can visit the link that's in the chat room, add the product to your cart, and use the promo code Nikki. That's Nikki, as in Nikki Rabbit. That's going to give you 100% off that entire digital It's Christmas download. Now, I haven't figured out a way for you to get that product without filling out the necessary form, but there will be no billing questions whatsoever as long as you use the promo code Nikki and apply it to your purchase in the cart and fill out the form. You can download tonight's resource absolutely free. Keep in mind, we're running Christmas music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at the Ripon Rabbit Hole from now through Christmas. It's just common sense, right? We did it! Ha 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 ha! That's right. We spent another Friday night together. Give yourselves a round of applause for being smart enough to be here. Again, I will include the link to the It's Christmas download, and the promo code is Nikki, 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 Nikki. It doesn't matter if it's lowercase or capitals. It'll work. You'll get the information. I'll be back again tomorrow night, believe it or not, Saturday, December 19th, for our annual White Elephant Christmas Show and Ripon Rabbit Hole Party. That's right. Join us for all the fun, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10/9 Central, and we'll go on and on and on, continuing in the Backstage VIP chat lounge after the show, where the conversation continues and our Ripon Rabbit Hole Christmas party will take place tomorrow night. Then Sunday night, we'll end out the weekend together right with Wish Upon a Star. That's right, Sunday, December 20th, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10/9 Central. Make a wish upon a star with special guest Santa Claus. That's right, I've got connections, folks. Santa himself, the man in the red suit, the real deal, will be here Sunday night, December 20th, at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10/9 Central. So, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, or good day, whatever the case may be. I'm AJ, the Ripon Rabbit. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.
Under a big head 'cause he wants to be incognito. You try to talk to him, you see him disappear. Like this, a human body and a rabbit face. Oh, they call him Mr. Rabbit. Oh, Mr. Rabbit.
Once there was an old man living in an old house down by the lake. Rumor says the man was hunting for rabbits just for fun. Since the day the rabbits disappeared for a while, then came back and cast a spell over the old man. So he looks like a rabbit too now.
They call him Mr. Rabbit. Oh, simply Mr. Rabbit. You've never seen such a creature like this. A human body and a rabbit face. Oh, they call him Mr. Rabbit. Oh, Mr. Rabbit. Oh, Mr. Rabbit. Oh, they call him Mr. Rabbit.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you, 'cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. Love and so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.